any regret about forcing Canadians to live under a government they don't want so you can get richer? Because congratulations, today you are eligible for your pension.
Like I said, I'm not going to be answering your questions.
And that's the leader of the NDP. Yes. Will he put the country ahead of his pension and vote for a carbon tax election now?
Yeah.
Mr. Singh, for the good of the country, are you going to walk away from your multi-million-dollar pension?
No media is allowed. No media.
No, is that right?
Pierre Poilievre is accusing you of keeping the government in power to keep your pension. What's your reaction to that?
It's another tired old lie that Pierre Poilievre likes to say, and it's a lie that he uses to distract from the facts.
Mr. Singh, what's more important, your pension or the lives of Canadians?
So the whole 41 million Canadians are being held hostage by the pension of one man.
Alexa Lavoie for Rebel News, and I'm currently in Montreal, and today it is the day that the pension of Jagmeet Singh kicks in. Yes, he qualified for his pension. So I was kind of surprised because, you know, who was here today? Of course, Jagmeet Singh. So me and my colleague Guillaume Roy, we drove all the way here to have the opportunity to ask him a question since there were media availability. For years, Jagmeet Singh has propped up the Liberals while Canadians called for an election. Now, let's ask him if he has any regrets about doing so just to secure his pensions. Also, with the imminent appointment of our next unelected Prime Minister, who by all indications seems to be Mark Carney, we want to know if Singh will keep his promise to vote against the Liberals as soon as he can to launch an election, as Canadians were asking. So I'll let you on the full interaction with Jagmeet. You will not believe what happened. Oui, monsieur Jagmeet Singh, premièrement,
je ne prends pas des questions de Rebel News, mais je suis prêt pour
mais je comprends pas pourquoi vous ne voulez pas prendre de questions de Rebel News, monsieur Jagmeet. Mr. Jagmeet Singh, I know you don't want to answer my question, but I think you have to listen to it. You have to listen to
I
all
won't answer
journalists.
the question, sorry. But I'll take the other questions.
I have to ask my question.
I won't
and if you
respond to
don't
it.
want to answer it, it's up to you, but you don't have to discriminate the journalist. Do you have any regret about forcing Canadians to live under a government they don't want so you can get richer? Because congratulations, today you are eligible for your pension.
Like I said, I'm not going to be answering your questions. Is there any other question? Est-ce qu'il y a des
are
autres
you
questions?
going to vote against the government at the earliest opportunity, as you say, before Christmas?
Any other question?
So no other journalists want to take my question and ask it back?
Hamas. We all agree on Hamas, on a two-state
No, we don't agree with
solution.
Hamas. No, we're against
yes,
Hamas,
we're all against
absolutely.
Hamas, we are. And we're in favor of a two-state solution. But it must be a Palestinian state.
Monsieur Carney s'est exprimé à propos du Moyen-Orient et du Hamas. Plusieurs personnes dans les médias sociaux aujourd'hui réagissent fortement. Vous pensez quoi de ces commentaires hier?
Les commentaires
à propos du Hamas de M. Carney.
Oui, j'espère que c'était une erreur parce qu'elle a dit qu'elle est d'accord avec Hamas. On rejette cette propos. Hamas, on a condamné Hamas comme un groupe terroriste pour ceux qui ont brisé les droits de la personne, les droits de guerre. Les personnes qui ont fait tout ça ont droit à avoir la justice. Donc,
mais Monsieur Craig Sauvé, en arrière de vous, Monsieur Jagmeet Singh a utilisé justement un pamphlet avec la Palestine dessus, qui a fait beaucoup de backlash.
I hope Mr. Carney, in the state, he said that he's in agreement.
As part of your negotiation with Trump, would you cancel that contract, not give a bunch of money, Canadian money, to a U.S.
So, Jagmeet, you are ready to answer a question from someone who just got out of jail for allegedly harassing two women, and you just answer his question, and you refuse to answer my question about if you have any regret about forcing Canadians to live under a government that they don't want just to get richer with your pension. Why do you keep refusing? Because you answered me in the past. You answered me multiple times, Mr. Jagmeet Singh. You don't remember? And nothing happened. And you answered my question. We need accountability. You understand? You saw at one point Jagmeet Singh took a question from a really well-known anti-Israel activist, Eve Engler.
You condemn the genocide! Mr. Guilbeault, you condemn the genocide in Gaza! Mr. Guilbeault!
Kerrigan, Miss Kerrigan, is the Canadian military an extension of the U.S. empire? Miss Kerrigan!
How do you feel about the Holocaust in Gaza? Do you know they're saying that 96% of children in Gaza 96% of children in Gaza feel like they're about to die. 49% want to die. You've been supporting it. Your government's been supporting that, Mr. Guilbeault. Mr. Champagne, what do you have any comment on Israel's Holocaust in Gaza?
Were you at the conference this morning?
Do you have a comment on Israel's Holocaust in Gaza?
I normally see you everywhere we go.
Mr. Champagne, when you were a foreign minister, you called on the International Criminal Court to not investigate Israel's crimes. Why can't you answer that? Did Israel Holocaust in Gaza?
Don't do that. Madame Plante, are you willing to condemn Israel's Holocaust in Gaza? Madame Plante, will you condemn? You condemned October 7th, Madame Plante?
I was kind of shocked because he just got out of jail for allegedly harassing 2 women. So I took the opportunity to speak a little bit about that with also the freedom of the press, and I'll let you on my interaction with Eve Engler. You see? So Eve Engler just showed up and he just went out of the jail for allegedly harassing 2 women, but he took his question, but he refused my question. Actually, I'm going to ask.
What's wrong with me?
I just saw you in the news that you just get out of the jail. Can you explain what happened?
They went along with his claims that there was potentially some form of harassment, which is totally absurd. And they tried to bring in conditions that said I couldn't write about the case, about the fact that I was in charge. The Crown, the police tried to bring in a condition that said I could not write about the fact I was being charged for having an author charged for writing criticism of Israel. And then I wrote about this, and the police responded by presenting themselves as a victim, and then bringing in 4 new charges of harassment of the police for, again, writing an author, writing about charges that had been brought against him for writing on X criticism of Israel. And I had to spend 5 days in jail to defeat this condition. And we did, we won. The judge, I didn't have to actually, my lawyer ultimately didn't even have to present his defense because it was so obviously an infringement of my freedom of speech to have a condition that said I couldn't write about the charges and specifically this arch anti-Palestinian influencer that brought the case against me. So we won a victory for free speech, and obviously Rebel News, which says it supports free speech.
No, without any evidence, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah, Jagmeet Singh got it. He got qualified for his pension today. But we have a petition at jagmeetpayday.com. On this website, we have a petition to request him to vote for a non-confident vote at the parliament. So we will see if Jagmeet Singh is keeping the Liberal into power, or it will actually vote against the government to hear the Canadian who won an election. So I repeat, jagmeetpayday.com.